Hello and welcome back to PowerSlave, or in this case, Exhumed. This is the European Saturn version's title screen.
Does it also say Exhumed on Saturn?
I mean, yeah, the PAL version is called Exhumed.
Oh, okay.
I think it's honestly a better name for this game than PowerSlave, because while I do appreciate the Iron Maiden reference, well, first of all, the logo looks way better. And I think it just sounds a little bit cooler.
It's kind of reminding me, actually, of, like, the Mega Man X5 Maverick names just being localized as Guns N' Roses references.
Ah yeah, good old Grizzly Slash and Duff McWhalen. Can't remember the other ones.
Axl Rose?
Well, yeah, but like the name of the Maverick.
I know. Isn't that one actually Axl Rose?
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we are in Karnak Sanctuary now, and we could have like jumped onto that platform earlier, but we couldn't come here because the acid or the poison would have killed us immediately.
Oh, do we have enough to tank it?
No, we got the protective anklets last time.
Okay.
So we don't take nearly as much damage. On the Saturn, we don't actually take any damage from the poison if we, well, once we collect the anklets, but
Gotcha.
they changed that on the PlayStation. So you take like chip damage from it. Lava will still hurt quite a bit.
I just double checked the Maverick I was thinking of was localized as Axel the Red.
Okay.
I thought it was a little more on the nose because I remember him being very rose themed.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, this is Heket, Marsh, and look at that. We got green.
Ooh.
That is not necessarily poison, but also like greenery. And trees and all that kind of stuff. And I'm still pressing the wrong buttons because I've been playing Breath of the Wild. Yeah, we don't really thought about getting the ammo pickup, but I didn't need it, so instead we grabbed the Cobra Staff, which is basically a rocket launcher. So of course the first enemies they spawn once we pick it up is a bunch of these little critters that just get up in our face.
That's kind of neat, though.
Yeah, you do take a little bit of splash damage from the projectiles. It's actually the same staff that the mummies use.
I see.
The projectiles are just green. Speaking of green, there is one of the force fields up there, and the transmitter piece in this level is behind that, so we can't get it yet. We will have to come back. I will also not pick those up yet, because I don't really need them.
Is that the only thing back there?
Yeah, that is the only thing back there, but over here, we do have a symbol of power, and actually the thing behind it might have been a door. I'm not entirely sure. It looked like a door. But we might as well just get back to the start here and go through one of the locked doors we saw earlier. So this is a level that looks and sounds like nothing else in the game.
It's actually kind of making me think of like Woodfall in Majora's Mask.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't actually have any music here, we just have the ambient sounds, which don't have the same looping issues as the other ambient track that we heard earlier, so it's probably just that track that is a little bit wonky. Oh, hello there. Oh, there's a party going on down there. A celebration to last throughout the years. Or at least until we blow them up with this bomb.
That is quite some range there.
Yeah, we don't actually need to do this. We are never going down there unless we fall down. Which is of course a possibility, knowing how bad I am at jumping, but you know. I do wish this level had like some actual music in it.
Clearly, you gotta edit some in.
I guess something from Zelda, I suppose. And then get sued by Nintendo, so maybe I won't do that. This looked like a weak wall, so I tried to blow it up. It's just a door.
I see.
That is just how I enter doors in general. I try to destroy them first.
I mean, it works out pretty well in Hitman if you throw an explosive at a door.
Also, I believe this is actually where we meet the Guardians of Bastet for the first time in the Saturn version. Because they were added to the Reliquary in the PlayStation version, I think.
I see.
Reliquary. I think that's how you pronounce it. I didn't even know that was a word.
Same, honestly?
Okay, that is sealed, so obviously we need to do something. We could also boost up to those full ammo and full health pickups, but we will come back here on the upper level and we can get those then. So for now we'll just head forward. Oh, hello. She's got the zoomies. I think they all got the zoomies.
Is it like after snack time?
Yeah, probably. Or maybe they've had too much catnip or something.
I don't know if I've ever seen a cat get the zoomies after being given catnip, but...
I mean, I don't have a cat. I've never had a cat. I know nothing about how cats actually behave, aside from what I've seen in videos on the internet, so...
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, catnip is more like weed for cats.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, the couple times I did give a cat catnip, he definitely just started like rolling around, like just all wide-eyed.
At the speed of sound. Now on the PlayStation version, this is actually a completely different level. Like, it has the same visuals and sort of the same mechanics and stuff, so you do have all the poison swamps and all that stuff, but it's way more cramped. It's just a whole bunch of corridors. So it's pretty claustrophobic, actually. I just watched a long play of the PlayStation version to remind myself what that actually looked like.
Good to know. I assume Exhumed didn't bother recreating that map anywhere?
No. No, it did not.
Okay.
I don't think this really has any of the... I think this has one room from the PlayStation version that was not in the Saturn version. I may be wrong about that. I should have also looked at the Saturn long play. But yeah. I really wish we could find the map at some point. Not that I really need it, but I just want to show it off in one of the videos. Because it's just, randomly drops from one of these pots. And at this point, like, half of these contain the snake projectiles. So it's really getting a little bit annoying to destroy those things. And yeah, back there we flip both of the switches and then run through these two doors. Oh god.
And try not to get roasted by fireballs.
That is always a good thing to try. Just good life advice, really. And yeah, oh god, damn it. Oh, that's just... That's annoying design. I don't like that.
Yeah, that room just kind of came at you.
Yeah, like, at this point, I'm not even exaggerating when I say that half of these have... Yeah, that had some too. At least half of these have traps in them now, so... Yay. And often there's no way to actually dodge that.
I feel like at this point I'd probably just, unless I really needed the pickups, I would just stop trying to break the barrels or jars just because I don't feel like it'd be worth it.
Yeah, that's probably true. But I could use some health. And of course, when I inevitably get smacked by one of the projectiles, I will lose even more health. So that's worth it. But that's fine, because we are actually right above the full health and full ammo we saw earlier.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I don't really need the ammo, but I'll grab the health in just a moment. And of course, if you're so inclined, you can also just, boost here with the grenade jumps and skip a whole, pretty big section of the level. Actually, I think you can just pretty much skip right to the end, if you know what you're doing. Jesus! They do so much damage up close.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I think you now get why I didn't want to play this on hard.
Yeah?
Alright, just not a whole lot of room to avoid these. At least we can jump over them. Well, I dodged that, but not that. And yeah, we also could probably have boosted ourselves from here to that key and skipped even more of the level. Because that is the exit we are looking at right there. Although before we go there, I will get these pickups that we left behind. So now we have full health and full ammo. And just looking at the transmitter piece there for a moment. Yeah, this I believe was only in the PlayStation version, this room. Right before the exit. On the PlayStation, the camel is actually in that room.
The what? Oh, the camel.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, good. Now that we have gotten out of the poison swamp, it's time for the water level. Are we all excited?
No.
I sure am.
If we must.
Yeah, well, at least the swimming controls in this are decent, unlike on the Saturn. That's the exit, by the way. But of course we need the key, and in order to get the key, we are going to have to explore this entire level. No shortcuts here.
Alright, so we've gone from Woodfall to the Water Temple.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, on the Saturn, you actually swim by tapping the A button. And your movement controls with the D-pad or the stick are inverted, so up is down and down is up, which is great and not at all horrible. I mean, I know that was the style at the time, and I think some games still have weird swimming controls, but actually I don't know. Do they?
I mean, from a physical standpoint, it does make sense that, down points the camera up, when you rationalize it as, you're operating a camera.
Well, but I am not operating a camera, I'm operating a man.
Yeah, that's also kind of a rub too. I don't know, when I start thinking of the game camera as a physical camera, I start getting in my own head about inverted controls, and I just get really disoriented.
Yeah, I can get used to inverted, it's fine, especially in these older games. But well, only really in these older games, because in modern games I just won't use inverted, unless it's a flying segment or whatever.
Yeah, I think a flying section does also make sense for it.
But yeah, it's really not ideal. Now that is not something we can destroy, that is a sealed door. So let's go down and see what we got. And you may have also noticed that there's a whole bunch of mines, underwater mines, just littered around the place. which we can destroy with the grenades or the... okay, sure. I also like the sound effect when you take damage underwater.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, the only threats in this level are these mines and the piranhas. Not a whole lot of piranhas, but a hell of a lot of mines. You can also just kinda swim into them and you'll probably avoid most of the damage if you just keep going.
Good to know.
But I do like to destroy them.
The hell happened there?
I think I got simultaneously bitten by a fish and slightly got blown up. But I think the fish got blown up as well, so that worked out okay.
I hope it enjoyed its last meal.
Yeah, my ass. My ass. Also, on the Saturn, the mines actually detonate immediately when you hit them with something. They don't have that little delay when they arm themselves.
So is this closer to the PlayStation version then, or...?
Yeah.
Okay.
This level is pretty much identical in all versions. Well, with a slight tweak they made for this version in a patch after launch. But we'll get to that in a moment. It is also really easy to get turned around here. As you will see. And I am also really great at throwing these, as you can also see.
This really is the water temple.
Yeah, the water temple before the water temple, although we at least do not have to fuck with the water level.
Oh, this was... Right, this was before Ocarina, right?
Yeah, this was 96.
Oh, right, okay.
And considering the fact that this was a console FPS in 1996, it's super impressive what they actually did with this fully 3D engine on the fucking Saturn.
Yeah, it is.
Which the game's lead programmer, Ezra Driesbach, referred to as a box full of crap that doesn't work. Yeah, that is easy to miss also the destructible wall there. Because it looks just like the sealed doors we saw earlier.
That is not confusing at all.
Yeah, it looks a little bit more, like, ragged, but yeah, it's the same color and everything, so should probably have distinguished it a little bit more.
Oh no, you're gonna drown.
It's fine. There's a little bit of a grace period. First, like, just before you start losing health, there's a few seconds. And then you also have all your health bars. So, you don't, like, immediately die once you run out of oxygen.
Okay, then.
You just can't swim for very long. Yeah, as I was talking about the 3D engine on the Saturn, like, this was only a few months after Quake came out on PC. And this runs at a fairly stable 30 FPS on the Saturn, with drops obviously.
That's pretty good.
But when you consider how the average PC of that time would run Quake, that's not too bad if I'm being honest. Obviously all the objects in this are 2D, that will save on performance.
Yeah.
But still. And of course this same engine did run the Saturn port of Quake, which did have 3D models. That also doesn't run quite as well as this, but again, when compared to the average person's computer at the time, yeah, not too bad. So yeah, I had to wander around a bit before I figured out where the next door actually is that we just picked up the key for. We did see it earlier, but I just kind of forgot, because again, it's easy to get turned around here. But it's down here. And in just a moment, we are coming to the one change they made to this level in this version. Because in the original, there was a way that... Well, there was a trap here that we are coming up to that you could either soft lock yourself with or just get killed by if you do it wrong. So there's the key on the pedestal. Once we pick that up, these doors will start closing. Originally, those would start closing as you entered the room. And you could get through them without the key. Or just get stuck in the room. You can actually still get stuck in the room, and that will kill you. But at least you can't like soft lock yourself anymore, thanks to the patch.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it now only activates once you pick up the key. But you still do have to be fast, because those will close and they will not reopen.
Ah.
I tested it. But yeah, now we have the key to the exit door, and we also flipped a switch down there that was behind a destructible wall. And that opens this team door. And now we're done.
Alright.
But that sounds like a fun place to visit. So we'll head there next time.